A world where ruthless terrorist organization is determined to rule the earth.
Cobra! Attack!
A world where sometimes machines are more than meets the eye. A world where heroes are determined to stop the forces of evil, whether it be man, snake, machine, or something else. A world that needs heroes.
Yo, Joe!
A world that needs the Energon protocols.
These are the special missions.
There's a flare of light, and the ground rocks as you hear the rumble of thunder of the explosion rolling past you. The target's destroyed, and a sigh of relief escapes your lips. You turn to go, but then another rumble echoes through the trees. The wall of the building behind you explodes. It sprays concrete everywhere, and an armored man crashes through it as easily as paper. The juggernaut stares at you and triggers a button on his belt. His Vanguard shield flares to life. Roll initiative. Before we do that, welcome to G.I. Joe, the Energon Protocol Special Missions. These are a series of one-shot campaigns that explore the world co-created by Skybound Entertainment and Eric Smith in the Energon Protocols RPG series on the Headcast Network. We're using the Essence 20 G.I. Joe RPG system and are going to tell the stories behind the story. I'm Charles Cushman, and I'm your game master for today, and I want to introduce you to the players. So I need you guys to make that initiative roll to see who gets to tell us about their about their character first.
Okay.
I got a Goldie 20.
Let's see. Yeah.
So, Eric, you got a 20?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
I got a 7.
I'm going to be rolling with disadvantage on this. And a D2. 1, 2, and wow. All right, I got a 10.
That is not the worst.
I
so
told you,
Eric,
I'm not bad guy. I am worse.
Okay. Eric, can you please tell us a little bit about Cody?
Cody is bred by Destro in an early genetic manipulation program for what will eventually become the Crimson Guardsman. Before they just went with brainwashing and cosmetic surgery, they tried actual gene splicing and things of that nature. So Cody is from the C program. It's still a couple years before they get to F and all of the threads. So he's the last living member of the Cody generation. He is absolutely Looney Tunes, and he has a couple of special surprises.
All right. Jamal, can you tell us a bit about Joe, not that one?
All right, so this is Joe. No, not that Joe. Joe is his legal name. We decided to keep it because, hey, why not? Joe is was a Cobra Trooper. Ex-military, Army infantry. Got disillusioned with all the stuff they did during his time in service, and so he decided to get out and eventually join the Cobras because why not? I'm already doing bad. I have already done bad stuff before. From what the recruiters told me with Cobra, I could be able to do that stuff and actually have better benefits. He is a jack of all trades, infantry. Specifically, he's really good with light machine gun, rocket launcher, um, laser rifles, and a little bit of melee combat. A bit of an everyman's everyman. Um, though he's too much of an everyman's everyman, they never really got promoted to a Viper. Um, too much paperwork, too much bureaucracy, and all that stuff. Um, but his talents and him surviving a few tours as a Cobra Trooper, managed to sketch eye of Cobra Commander, and has switched him over to the infamous Python Patrol, but still as a Cobra Trooper, unfortunately.
Excellent. David, can you tell us a bit about Vermin?
Yes, Vermin is going to, he has a cigar in his mouth at the moment, a big one. He's just going to remove it to be able to talk. Zdravstvuyte, меня зовут Anatoly Bratvanov, but you can call me Vermin. I am Soviet-born immigrant from Leningrad, former... I won't go into details about before. I'm now based in Brighton Beach, in the US soil, and you can think that some people call me Vermin because I own pest control company. You can think that. That is good for you. The less you say it, the better. So I am good at finding any kind of species. Sometimes they walk on 4 legs, sometimes on 2 legs. I mean, depends on what you need.
Excellent. So the three of you never met each other. However, you are all being kind of shuffled into a small building. It's underneath a mini mall in the place in Springfield where you guys have been operating. And as you walk into the room, you are met by the infamous Trooper number 9. You're not entirely sure why he's so incredibly important and treasured by the Cobra organization, but he's done something very important. And he's been very active in the organization for about the last 10 years. You see him he kind of pushes, all right, guys, I got it. Everybody needs to come in, and we need to sit down. Something exciting is going to happen. We're going to meet with the commander himself, and he's going to give us a mission. It's really exciting. It's really exciting, guys. I've done it so many times, but it's always special every time. So come on in. And he brings you into a small theater, has about 6 seats in it, and there's a screen. There's also a camera on the top of it. And all of you sit down. The lights go down, and a hooded figure comes up on the screen. Hello. I have a mission for you. I am going to send you all to an island out in the Pacific. It is a special thing for us. We have a special operation running on that island. Unfortunately, some agents of the secret type of the American government have taken over a facility there. And we need you as an organization to potentially sacrifice yourself in order to accomplish this very important mission, which is to knock out all communications on this building in this secret section of the island. Now, I can't give you too much information about what is on the island, but suffice it to say, you won't want to spend a lot of time there if you don't have to. There are some very dangerous soldiers there, but there are even bigger dangers that I hope you do not encounter. You will be airdropped there at night, and it will be up to you to find the target, destroy it, and escape as quickly as you can. In order to prepare you for this, we are going to provide you an airdrop that will get you to the island. It will put you upon, hopefully, the beach, and you may break through the jungle to get to your west. West of where you will be the base that you must destroy the communications for. Then you may go southwest, where we have hidden some buzzbores for it to facilitate your escape. You will then travel southwest and get to our special hidden warehouse, where you will get some assistance and hopefully will be able to escape scot-free. Now, I see that we have Trooper number 9 with us. Trooper number 9, it is so good to see you here. I understand that this is your last mission and that you will go home and marry your high school sweetheart at the end of it. We're very excited for you for your retirement. This one last mission will be a fine cap to a fine career for the most important agent of our history, of our organization. The man himself who found out about Energon as the only survivor of a mission in New York. He brought to us the books which describe the energy and who had it, and, of course, started us on this wonderful journey. Are there any questions? No? Well, good luck to all of you. And the light goes off. Light goes up. We didn't actually wait for you to ask any questions. And Trooper number 9 goes, he's great. He's so great. Isn't he great?
Joe is going to look at Trooper number 9 and be like, listen, if you want to survive this mission, stick with me.
I was planning on sticking with you anyway. Like, why wouldn't I?
You'd be surprised how many guys get excited about leaving and do something stupid and get themselves killed.
Oh. Yeah, it's weird. Like on almost all of my missions, everyone else dies except me. Weird
You
stuff.
both. Either you're competent or you're lucky, or both.
There's a first for everything.
Well, I think you guys are going to be great here. I don't know what this place is, but, well, I've got a map here, but it looks like a skull. And I don't get why that would look like a skull. Like there's an island that looks like a skull. This is crazy. It's crazy. All right. Is there anything you guys need other than the stuff that you brought in your big bags before we go? Because we're supposed to get there at night, and that means we got to leave pretty soon.
Question: what are you special? Well, what are you good? What skills are you supposed to be specialized with? What are you good at?
Oh, I'm just really lucky. That's all I am. It's just lucky. But they need me an officer. So, hey, that was good. The pay was better. So I took it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go get ready. These two will probably do the same thing either way. And he extends the arm out to him. And he says, Trooper 338.
He shakes your hand with absolute certainty, saying, "The backbone of the organization. We are the organization. This is so exciting.
Yeah, where we are.
Anyone else have any questions or need anything before we go?
Nope. I brought everything with me that I need.
Just point where we go.
Okay. So he pulls you all out. You leave the mini mall and you head over to what appears to be a auto body shop. The walls are a little wider than you would normally see, and as you go in, you see that the roof opens up, and inside is a heavy lift helicopter. That heavy lift helicopter has a sort of a big squarish chunk that has some moderately comfortable seats, has a nice big screen TV so you can watch stuff while you're flying, and you take a really long flight from where you are in Springfield all the way midway across the Pacific to Skull Island. You can bring up Alba Rodeo. It's already showing on the screen. And you're all jumping out of a plane at night. So for dramatic purposes, I'd like you to do an athletics or acrobatics. And I will take any suggestions for anything else that you might like to do in order to guide your descent down from the plane to the beach.
Vermin would like to do that with finesse, if he can.
With style, absolutely.
That's a 16 for me.
So you managed to land exactly as you wish, but not only exactly as you wished other people to see you. You landed perfectly, your gear was all in place, and very light on your feet.
So when I get on the ground, I take a new cigar from the inner pocket of my vest, and I light it up.
So you are all fired up, and Cody.
I got a 14.
You also land on the beach, perhaps not quite as elegantly, but you're here, and you look around, and you see, yep, another hot, jungly, deserty, oceany place. Been there, done that. It doesn't seem that special to you, but maybe it'll have some surprises. And Joe.
Rolled a 10.
Unfortunately, Joe is so loaded with a massive amount of equipment that it makes it a little bit difficult to steer. And our good friend Joe ends up landing in a tree. Can I get an alertness check from everyone but Joe?
Oh, a crit on the D4. That's 22.
You immediately notice that Joe is stuck up a tree, but doesn't seem to be injured or anything. He's just sort of stuck there.
Give me a
I got a
moment.
15. I would like to rush over there, and first thing I do is pluck my gear off of his load, to make him lighter so he can get down better. And then I promptly forget he exists as I'm running through my gear and putting it on.
Joe is going to take out his saber, and attempt to cut himself down the tree.
Okay. Is that going to be a finesse? Or
Might.
a brawn? Might. Okay, might works. And you can roll that with an edge due to the assistance that Cody has given you.
All right, so that is an unnatural 20.
Yes. All right. So let's go. You managed to cut yourself down silently, hit the ground. All of you have been very quiet, and you are now at the edge of the forest. You have been told to move west, and you are now at the point where you can see. I'll remove the fog of war here.
Quick note.
Clearing ahead of you.
A quick note. I do have the hang up of Subtle Snake, and Joe is wearing his Python patrol fatigues. So if they ever do need to make a social roll against or with or against a Cobra member, um, which Trooper 6 is, and probably everybody else, I suffer a snag. I mean, not a downshift because
Okay.
they've heard rumors about this organization.
Well, Python Patrol is, they call them fatigues because they're hard to look at. You'll, and Trooper number 9 is sneaking up beside you and says, "All right, guys, come on. We're going to, let's get through this jungle canopy pretty quick so that we can go in there and we can blow up the antenna and then we'll have done what we need to do and then we can go home."
I'm
y'all
going
listening?
to, unless anybody else is has any stealth training, I'm going to go ahead and head forth and try to infiltrate my way through. Hopefully, I can scout ahead, unless anybody else would like to.
So Trooper number 9 comes up, gives you a big high five, and goes, "Yeah, troopers, let's do this. Let's lead the way." Cody, do I outrank you?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Do we have to ask your permission to do stuff?
As long as you're not doing anything stupid, I don't care. Just when you're walking through the forest, make sure you're about 6 feet apart and walking parallel.
Huh. How am I going to know if something's stupid?
I'll let you know. That's my job as the boss.
Okay. All right. Well, so a quick technical note. You will have to use the squares. The squares are representative of 5 feet. The measuring tool will not work on this map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it won't. And Trooper number 9 makes his way in there. Let's try an infiltration check. You have to clear a fairly large empty area if that's the direction that if you're going to try and go straight across, or you can move around the edges of the forest in order to try and get some cover. Which would you prefer to do?
You're going around the edge. It looks at Cobra 6. Looks at Trooper 6. Says, "Stick by the trees. Use a vegetation to as cover."
I'm Trooper 9.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
never on the same. They never put us on the same roster for some reason.
Trooper 9. I'll try to get that memorize it. Gets buddied up, even for myself. Yeah. Joe is going to use his free action to give himself an edge on infiltration tests because of his Pythonized armor, his Pythonized fatigues, and also he's invisible to radar. So let's
Indeed,
get
he
it.
is. Very nicely done.
So that'll be a 21.
Let's see how if Trooper 9 can live up to the awesomeness that you have brought to the table here. Okay, well, I'm glad he had an edge because he rolled a nat 1, but he also rolled a 16 and an 8. So he is well and truly sneakied away. You guys are able to get down to here. I'll move you down to the space where you've got with that check. And I will remove the fog of war.
There's nothing in a clearing. Oh, there is something in a clearing. All right.
So from here, dimly lit, because of course it is early morning. Well, it's late at night. It will be very early morning very soon. You look across the jungle and you see a very large facility with a big radar tower in it. That radar tower is, it's obviously large because it needs to be. You're at the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so you reckon that is probably the thing that you've got to destroy because there isn't really anything else big enough that it would work that well as a radar tower.
All right. Joe is going to switch to his rocket launcher, specifically the M202 Flash, and he's gonna look over at Trooper 9 and be like, "Hey, help me keep this steady. I'm gonna blast that tower right over there. Shouldn't take much."
I think, we have to ask Cody first because I don't know if this is stupid or not. But it's also going to be really hard to hit that tower from this side because there's a whole building in front of it. I mean, you could blow the whole building
position. All right. If we move ourselves a little bit further up, we can possibly I should be able to get a better shot. Unfortunately, I don't have any planted explosives on me. I'm more of a heavy weapon specialist. But 1 second. Boss man.
Oh, yeah. What?
I got clear sight of the target. It is within my range. Permission to fire a rocket at the tower.
Are you on the wrong side of it? It's on the far side of the building, right?
Yeah, that's see the satellite dish right there. Shouldn't be too hard.
Well, I mean, when we get out of here, we got to go west anyway, right? And that is west of where we are. This map is angled north to south and all that. Yeah, I'm asking.
Vermin, what are you doing?
I am waiting for the bossman to give order.
The map is aligned north to south like we see it?
It is, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, we got to go west anyway. So let's get closer to the building and make sure we don't screw it up.
You guys go ahead. I'll wait over here. If anything goes haywire, I'll provide cover fire.
Okay, so Cody and Vermin, are you going to attempt to stealth or otherwise sneak out to where Joe and Trooper number 9 are?
That will be plan.
Okay, if you can give me then one infiltration check.
$18 for Vermin.
Vermin is able to sneak through without any difficulty whatsoever and even picks up a couple of interesting looking beetles on the way.
Cody got a 16.
Cody needs to be able to be seen in order to be effective as a leader. And so is at a little bit of a, it's a bit of a conflict for Cody to not be seen, but is able to hide himself sufficiently that he knows there's no way anyone could see him.
Vermin is going to tell him, you're going to get there, boss man. Comes with experience.
Well, with our superb scout troopers and stealth gods, Mr. Number Nine, and what the hell's your name again? James? Jim?
Joe.
Joe?
Joe.
Yeah.
It's Joe.
Well, we're sure to succeed. Go ahead, boys. Blaze us a trail.
All right. So, all right. The power is right over there. I'm going to fire at it.
Okay, so there, from a relative heights perspective, I just make sure, I'm not sure if you can see this or not on the screen. There we are. You're attempting to hit that, which is the tower.
Oh, that one.
Not
Not even that little one. Gotcha.
So,
All right.
And at this particular angle, as a very seasoned shooter of things that blow up, you won't be able to hit it close enough to the base to knock it over. But you could, of course, blow away a portion of this building in order to get to it, blow away a portion of this building in order to get away from it, or somehow blow away some portion of these of this forest, or otherwise remove some of the plants to it to get a good shot, or you can simply just go right through where this thick area of plants are in order to be able to get a good shot at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. I thought the little satellite right there was the satellite tower, but yeah, I see. Yeah, he's gonna move closer. All right, cover me. I'm going to move closer so I could get a better shot.
Quick question, Charles. Do we have story points?
You have 8 story points.
Oh, okay.
Yes, good.
That's good.
Okay, all right. Sheesh. All right. I'm gonna again spend a free action to give myself an edge, and again, it's gonna tell Trooper 9 to come with, watch my 6, and try not to. All right, that is another unnatural 20.
Trooper number 9 looks at Cody and sees, do I do that? Is that what I should do? Okay, cool. Wow, okay. Again, Edge is fantastic for him because he rolled a nat 1 and a 15. And 15 and a 5 is a dirty 20. So both Trooper number 9 and Joe are able to get across basically into this brush here. It's very thick. If there were a couple of trees strategically removed, it'd be a great place to shoot from. But unfortunately, they're very thick trees. You'd have to try and find some mechanism to get them cut down or moved out of the way quietly in order to be able to shoot it from here. Otherwise, of course, you can proceed down and through the jungle to an opening over there. You also, I'll remove this fog of war as well. You can now see that the jungle effectively just sort of moves. It continues down as you would expect it would.
Right. Vermin. Seems like we got a lot of vegetation here. Would you mind giving me a clearer shot?
What do you want me to do?
Got a batch of trees over here. That's in the way of my that's within firing range. You think you'll be able to give me like a clear a little bit of the branches a little bit?
I sure can do that. It's going to get closer to you. Do you want me to roll for finesse to chop the things with my machete?
I'll need an infiltration check, just to, keep things lively. In order to be able to get over there, and then a targeting just to make sure that. Your acid element jet. What is is it targeting or is it something else?
It's targeting.
Okay.
it's a good idea to do that with acid, but I cannot brag about stealthiness. I got an 8.
So you are going to spray acid around, but it does not effectively take down the tree. It does kill a lot of the plants around you,
That
which
was for
makes
the infiltration. I didn't roll for targeting yet.
Oh, okay.
Targeting
Oh,
is
so
going
it
to
starts
be
the
awesome.
infiltration. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you
15.
clank on over. Cody, very poor form you're seeing here. That is definitely, you're going to have to write them up.
I'm not paying any attention. I'm playing on my phone.
Oh, all right then. Luckily,
Roman's got a 15 with a crit on the D4 for the acid spraying.
excellent. Okay, getting back to your main skill set. Everybody, do a quick alertness check.
$14 with a crit for Vermin.
I got a natural 20 and a 1, so 21.
Okay.
Cody got a 26 with a crit on my D8.
You hear metal start to bend. Not exactly sure what it physically is, but it is kind of a clanky noise that's mixed with the sound of sheet metal bending.
Okay.
So he's going to very quickly switch over to his EMP rifle and look around, and it says, guys heard that? Trooper 9, you know what that is?
It sounded like metal.
Yeah, but that was moving metal. Doesn't sound like anything I'm used to.
No, you've never heard anything like this.
All right. I'm gonna try and said the clearing is well clear now with the
You have a path to
GPS and all
shoot
that.
the tree that sort of was making up the most of the blockage has been removed. So you have a clear shot at the tower now.
I'm
I'm
going
going to move
to
you forward because, before you take that shot, move you guys to where it is that you're in, and that will remove the fog of war again. You can now see a main base.
Anybody, was there any bodies or moving bodies over at the main base? Anybody moving any?
Not that you see.
All right. We do have a truck there. I'm just gonna let everyone know. All right, we got a truck. We could probably use that as a rendezvous. I could blow a hole in the fence, and whoever's fast enough to and skilled enough to drive can take that truck, and we can get the hell out of there. He did say that there was something secret down in the southwest, so just in case if things could get too hairy. I'm going to make a shot. I'm going to take the shot. Either Trooper 9 or Vermin. Well, actually, Vermin, thank you for the help. Trooper 9, if you can, lend me some assistance. Keep the rocket steady. I'm about to blow up a
I'll help you with that.
tower.
I can't stand right behind it because that's how Trooper number 7 died.
Yeah, you don't stand behind the rocket. That what?
Yeah.
Who taught them? That's dumb. That's always been dumb.
Cody, do you want to try and infiltrate in, or are you just going to walk?
I'm meandering.
All right.
I will take advantage of cover, but I'm not going especially on like my tiptoes or anything.
You feel that you've competently executed this, or don't care, and are able to make your way across to the other to the forest.
Okay.
Joe's gonna shake his head at that. I'm gonna aim. As he does. Yeah, I'm gonna aim and then getting Linda assistance that puts me at an edge. Yes.
Yes. He will give you an edge
All
and
right.
an upshift.
An edge and an upshift. All right, so that brings me over to a D12.
Actually, and he can give you 2 more upshifts.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! So it brings me
Now,
up to
a quick note about this particular game, very similar to the last one. There are no automatic hits or crits. The best that you can top up to is 3d6.
I can say that does put me up to a 3d6.
Hey.
Hey, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! All right, so got 2 d20s and then 3d6s.
I know you
All
can
right,
do this,
and
Joe.
so that's a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll be a 22.
The rocket leaves the launcher and goes exactly on the path that was carved out in your mind. It manages to not only hit the tower, but also send enough flaming debris down onto a gas tank below in order to set the whole thing on fire and explode. It all falls down.
All right, let's go. He's gonna see him quickly switch over to his MG36, and it's all right. Let's go.
The flare of light and the rocking ground, and then that rumble that comes from your very successful rocket launch roll past you. The target's destroyed, and a sigh of relief escapes Trooper Number 9's lips, going, "I thought it was going to be way more tough than that."
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
The wall of the building explodes, spraying concrete everywhere. An armored man crashes through it. It's nothing to him at all. He stares at you and triggers a button at his side. The Vanguard shield, and you've seen these before, flares to life. Roll initiative, guys.
This quick question: has Joe encountered Gung Ho before, or any of the other Joes?
No one will have encountered these guys. They're very, very specific. Even if you'd met the troopers underneath the armor, they are completely, you wouldn't know who they were outside of the armor. And let me grab this. After you guys give me your initiatives, then I will let you take a look at this guy and see what he's all about.
All right, I'm rolling with a snag because I don't have any dots in initiative. I should have moved one earlier during character creation, but that's okay. I get it upshift as part of the Python patrol. So that is a 14.
Okay. And Cody.
17.
All right. And let's see what Trooper Number 9 does. Okay. He also goes on 17.
Vermin has got 18.
Vermin. You're the first one to turn and really get a look at this guy. It's tough to see anything other than a mustache, and then all of a sudden a helmet closes over his face. He's wearing very heavy mechanized armor, and that you've seen before. What you haven't seen is armor that appears to be alive, or at least squishy on top of him. it has sort of an organic feel to it, but it looks like it's kind of pressed and molded against his body, and it still undulates and moves. You're not sure what that is, but you do feel like it's the kind of thing that acid was made to destroy.
It's good. And but for now, he's going to take advantage of the fact that he's the first one, and he's going to attempt to hide in the bushes and move slightly away.
Absolutely, you will be, because Gung Ho is right there, but you are in the bushes, so you will roll this at 1 downshift, but you certainly can give it a shot to do that.
I got a 5.
So you immediately tromp through the forest, knocking all the leaves out of the way, and then crouch.
Need to move slightly away. Thanks.
You're pretty sure you're okay. That takes us to... so that would be Cody. What would Cody like to do?
I will take one of my grenades. Standard loadout, I get 2 frags. And I would like to throw it at Gung Ho, but I would like to aim for the wall behind him and try and bounce it behind him so I can get past the shield.
Okay. So that will be, I'm going to give you 1 downshift on that. Cody's pretty good at throwing things. Temper tantrums, grenades. So, you may roll that with just 1 downshift.
Okay.
And I believe it is might that you're rolling, or athletics?
I would prefer athletics, please.
Athletics it is.
That is a whopping 16.
Unfortunately, the 16 does not manage to get over and behind the shield the way that you'd hoped it would. And it sort of bounces off harmlessly and drops to the side.
Damn it, Trooper 9, you hit my arm.
I'm sorry, boss. I'll move. Should I be shooting at this guy?
Yeah, a lot.
No, run.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. So he takes a knee, and he has a really impressive looking sniper rifle. You didn't look at it too well before, but he screws a barrel on top of the gun that he already has, and you notice it's an anti-material rifle. So it is definitely a very, very good gun for shooting people in armor. He is going to attempt to shoot at Gung Ho. He gets a good bead, aims for center of mass, and the bullet just skips off the shield as if it were not, as if it weren't anything at all. The bullet that he fired is about as long as your middle finger, and poof, didn't do anything.
So we got to get out of here now. I'll cover y'all.
Okay, Joe, it is your turn to go. Go, Joe. And so every one of those squares represents 5 feet of movement. You know your total amount of movement. You also know that you can take additional moves with your free actions. Where do you want to move to from where you are? I will let you take control of your character and move that many squares.
All right. Okay. All right. So I need a more rest free action instead of move action. Understand another appropriate choice. Your training counts as 1. All right. I'm going to spend a free action to draw my EMP rifle. Due to my quick draw, he's very impressive with switching weapons on from himself, and I'm going to. Well, actually, first I'm going to move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm sorry, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Um,
So
and I'm going to.
if you wanted to shoot him, you may not want to make those last two movements
All
because
right,
you won't have direct line of sight on him anymore.
all right. So
You do there, though.
move back there, and I'm going to aim and shoot. I should increase the range on that one because I do have the scope. I do have a scope on that, so I'll do calculations on that later. But all right, so that will bring me up to a D10 again. And well, actually, I'll get three upshifts. I'm assuming I get three upshifts because he has computerized armor due to the shield.
He
Um,
absolutely does.
Homeboy
Trooper
looks
9
like a.
also. Trooper 9 will also give you 2 upshifts.
All right, so that brings you all the way up to a 3d6 again. This Marine looks like this Marine's armor looks mega big.
It is enormous. It just makes him like such a mega marine. But that's not the thing that's really, really weird about it. Like you've seen big giant armor before. It's this weird organic matter that's sitting on top of it with no seams, no anything to tell you how it was actually applied. It looks a bit blobby around how it's connected, but it is it's just like nothing you've ever seen before.
All right. Lovely. I rolled an 18 with the 6 on one of the d6. I don't know if that. I hardly think that hits.
So your EMP blast is somehow it doesn't even really get close to him, as if it somehow does not interact well with the energies of the shield or or any of the pieces that are in it. You don't even really get close.
All right. I'm going to try again. I'm going to spend a free action to reload. And fire. That doesn't do jacks diddly. That doesn't do diddly squat. And I'm going to use. Let's see, I think it was 30. That brings up to 30, and then I'm gonna move down 35. As he just tells everybody to bucket. Try to use the trees to impede his movement.
All right.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Excellent. So Gung Ho is it's very difficult for him to make his way through the forest just because he's this big, heavy, clumping thing. So instead of going around the trees, he simply just goes through them. And, oh, wait, no, he's going to take a shot first. Excellent. I need to find... this. Cool. I just have to size it properly. He takes a shot. He's launching a grenade of some kind. He splits it in the center between the two of you. And, ooh, nice. He's got a D12, but he is not specialized. I just have to very quickly find a D12. Okay, and that is a 6 and a 18 for 24. Vermin, what you can defend with either toughness or evasion. What is your higher of the two?
He's going to defend with evasion, but he doesn't have a 25, so he says 17.
Trooper number 9 does not either, so it does 2 sharp to both of you. Okay. I don't think you should be around my base. I think it'd be best if you, well, come with me and maybe I'll put you to work fixing that thing you broke.
Be negative.
You're not even supposed to see me.
My God, you're Cajun? Being a Joe's not bad enough?
I'm in the forest and I lived in the swamp. This is a perfect place for me.
Unfortunately, I can see that.
He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vermin. You now get an excellent, very close look at the armor that he's wearing. It looks like almost like Play-Doh. It moves and like you feel like you could touch it and squish it. And it does look organic. And you're really good at getting rid of things that are organic.
That is true.
That's going to take us to the top of the round. And Vermin.
How convenient. He's going to aim. And just to be sure, he's going to spend an adaptation point because he's a ranger. He wants to roll as if he was specialized to have a chance to actually do something. 2. And it was not totally worth it. Rolled a 15 with a crit on the D4.
Surprisingly, despite you being right there, you think you've got it lined up, but the shield just bumps the nozzle out of the way, and you end up coating another tree with acid. You're just too close to him.
I'm going to move away. It's going to go back maybe like 20 feet or something. 15 feet, actually.
Because I believe one of your ranger traits is that you there is no rough terrain for you.
Oh, that's right.
That's
right in my environment of expertise, which is not the case. But I did spend an adaptation point to attack, so I guess it should apply if you're okay with that.
It does. As far as I'm concerned, it does. And the rest of the team also is moving with moving as though this isn't. What is the ground thing?
Do you mean the guide perk?
Yeah. So, is that the guide perk? I thought.
Okay. That's anyway, a Joe perk. I don't have that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you were able to not treat it as rough terrain. The circle around.
Just myself. I'm selfish like that.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'll leave this here. That area of red is considered rough terrain right now because the grenade launcher that Gung Ho used has the ability Wrecker. That will only really affect Trooper 9, who was impacted by that attack. And Cody, if Cody decides to run towards Gung Ho for some reason. And but you were able to take your full movement out. And is that as far as you can move, or would you like to continue moving?
Me? You mean?
Sorry, Vermin.
Yes, Vermin wanted to go 15 back only.
Okay, 15 back and then shoot and then take the rest of your movement.
No, he did shoot before, so he got away to not be in Gung Ho's face.
Got it. Okay, so is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn. The idea is that he has to reload his weapon, so he will need his movement later to do that. So he must move right now.
Okay. That takes us to Cody, I believe.
Movement is 30 feet. So I would like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I spend my move action and my attack action to dash and put myself there.
Excellent. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Yes, so you are at the gate.
I'll use my free actions to shout encouragement. Get 'em, guys. Go team.
Any specific encouragement or?
No.
Okay.
So make her Murray.
Excellent.
Fighting.
As you head over, the door to the truck that you can kind of see through the gate opens, and somebody hops up on top of it. He's wearing bright orange.
I ain't trying to. Yes.
Oh, the orange is just so garish, and it's also covered with that weird Play-Doh-like stuff on top of it. And he has a really big weapon as well. It looks like it's a missile launcher that shoots massively oversized missiles. And it has a little machine gun on it.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
No idea why they would do that. Seems like a really bad design of a weapon. Now you can just see through this space, but there is a concrete wall between you and where Clutch is standing now on top of the car.
Yeah.
And is that your turn, Cody?
Yes, it is.
All right, that's going to be Trooper number 9. Trooper number 9.
Get out of there.
Cody! What's the not stupid thing to do?
Tackle him and stab him with your knife.
Okay.
You son of a gun.
So he is going to attempt to tackle him and stab him with his knife. That's a snag on that. Well, who knows? Maybe there is some mathematical way that this could work. There is not. His mighty 7, which since he rolled with a snag was there. He tackles Gung Ho. He lands on the ground. Well, aren't you an aggressive one? But you're not particularly skilled. Did your mom know you're out? And he will do something on this turn. Trooper 9 is going to attempt to get away, but is in rough terrain. So gets about this far, running towards Cody and saying, "It didn't work. It didn't work." Cool. Okay, Clutch, being on top of the truck, can see Cody fairly well. Can he hit him?
I have been forgetting about an ability that I have.
Probably a good time to hear about it.
Yep. I have 2 attacks per round. So even if I didn't make an attack and spent my attack to like move, can I still get 1?
I'll give that to you. It's not strictly how it works, but I'm happy to give you a chance at doing this.
Okay. I will shoot Clutch with my rifle, and I get an upshift because I missed Gung Ho last time I attacked.
All right.
I got a 21.
So you attempt to shoot, and it's a bullet, right?
Yes.
The bullet embeds itself into. He hasn't flared up his shield, so it embeds itself into this Play-Doh-like substance and just stays there. After a few seconds, the Play-Doh-like substance spits it out.
Oh, yeah. Shoot.
Damn Play-Doh.
So Clutch will attempt to take a shot at you. He doesn't have anything with indirect, so he'll be rolling with disadvantage. What the hell? Oh, wow. Okay. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
All right, then. Let's see what he does. Excellent. So how are you defending?
I will probably defend with my evasion.
Okay. A spray of grease and acid comes shooting out of the missile that he fired in your direction, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay. I have a perk called Duck and Cover. I am resistant to traps, explosives, and AoE attacks.
Then you are resistant to this.
Okay. So do I take no damage, or is it a minimum of 1? Resistance is half, right?
I believe he rolls with snag against you.
Yeah, I believe that is the case. It's not like D&D resistance. It's I roll a snag, which I did. He had a snag from just position, so.
And he hit me, so I take the 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you will take the 1. One of the reasons why is that you see that there is a very, very big gas tank just on the other side of the wall from you.
Okay.
Like more of a fuel bunker than a gas tank. So he took it was very lucky that he was able to hit you at all. But the exploding missile that shoots grease and acid kind of did most of the work for him. You then see him go through a long and arduous process of attempting to take another one of these giant stick missiles and shove it down the front of the weapon, and he is done. And that takes us to number 9 is gone. Joe. Joe.
Okay. First off, Joe's going to yell at Trooper 9. 9, what you did was very stupid. I advise you not to take any more advice from Mr. Rich Boy over there and get the hell out of there.
He says, Cody, should I not take any advice from you?
That's incorrect. Joe's going to be written up when we get back to the base. It's fine. You keep up the good work.
Okay. Joe, maybe I'll come and do the same thing, but do it with you where you are. All right. And
Rumble just says, he's going to look over towards Cody's direction and says, I hate you so much.
Cody is completely blocked by trees and does not see your hatred, but somehow feels a little more sustained by it.
and I'm going to once again try and shoot at Gung Ho. I think that still puts me puts me at a 3d6. So
So you, with where you are right now, with the heavy cover that's there, that will be 4 downshifts to him for where you are.
So I'm gonna use my free action aim, raise it up to a D10, and then with the EMP that brings me up to a up, and then with the cover down to 4 downshifts. So that's a D brings it back down to a D8. But I'm going to spend a story point to use Can't Afford to Miss. That will bring me up to 8. Stop it. That'll bring me up to a D10. I doubt they'll do much, but and it doesn't. Okay. And let's see, we got 8 story points.
So Joe, you're down to 6.
6.
But Joe, you do manage to put a big dent in the local wildlife.
All right, and with that, I'm going to spend a free action to switch over to my MG36, and I'm going to aim at one of the branches. I'm going to try and pretty much have one of the branches fall over towards Gung Ho. See if it can impede him a bit. As we tell Vermin to, hey, oh, we got to retreat, man. This is not looking good.
I will give you back a story point for attempting to use cartoon logic to take out somebody who can't be hit.
I was trying to take out someone. I'm trying to impede his move, but I mean, he says
I think
survive.
that's what they do in the cartoon.
All right, I do have laser sight on my MG36, and I'll bring me to a D12.
So to hit the tree is only 2 downshifts. Let's make that only 1 downshift because you did manage to shoot a bunch of trees earlier.
All right, so I'll bring me down to a D10, and chinga tu madre. Okay. He's not looking. Joe's a bit panicked with the fact that we're fighting a Joe. He's heard stories, and he was hoping he wasn't going to face one of the top Joes, but it looks like we are. And with that, I'm going to continue moving downwards. He said southwest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say to like Vermin and say Vermin says, Vermin, come with me. Hopefully Cody has some kind of idea of what to do. If he's not going to fall back. And I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here. Is there anything past this? Anything to see over in this clearing to my left?
You do see Blastoff taking his contingency action as he was walking through the path that you were right at. And your world becomes flame.
Oh no!
Let's see how well he does.
I'm gonna ask to spend a story point and add 5 to my evasion.
That was a very smart move. Do you now beat a 20?
All right, cool. He dodges out the way.
Blastoff goes, You're not just fighting one Mega Marine, you're fighting all of them. And then sets fire to the trees all around you, which really is like a terrible idea. I mean, he is quite literally just set a forest fire.
And he's not wearing. He doesn't have the shield on him, doesn't he?
He does not have his shield up, but he is wearing metal armor with some sort of weird blue Play-Doh on top of it.
All right.
Which
Would
again,
this be considered plating or deflective?
it has a special trait, just for the purposes of people at home understanding, called organic. Organic allows a Mega Marine to wear a full set of armor on top of a full set of armor.
I'm all too familiar with that. I got a Mega Marine in my friend group, and she also wreaks havoc with that. So it's a resounding yes, but at least either anti-tank or armor piercing will at least shave off a little bit of that. So I did. But at this current moment, I'm not going to switch weapons because my machine gun does have armor piercing, and he's just going to get ready.
Okay. So you triggered his contingency action. It's now his turn. And he's going to set fire to you. Or try to, at least.
I'm going to use toughness this time.
Not with that roll, he isn't. He has actually set fire to so much of the forest at this point that he's finding it hard to see you. And let's make that clear as to what percentage of the forest is now on fire. Note that, Joe, you're not affected by this. It's not going to burn you or anything. It's just areas around you that are burning, mostly the upper parts of the trees. If you were to stick around there for a little bit longer, though, you would start the fire would start getting to you.
Okay, all right. But that is a opportunity right there. Noted.
And he is going to back off a little bit, so he's in cover. And he's going to touch his arm, and a little ways away, you hear meh, 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 meh. Might be a cell phone going off, you're not sure. That takes us to back up to the top of the order with Clutch. Clutch is going to come back over and climb up onto this building and attempt to take 2 shots at Cody, but not with the rocket launcher. He's instead going to use the machine gun that is somehow stuck to his rocket launcher and shoot down at Cody and hopefully not hit the bunker full of explosive fuel in between the two of you. Ooh. All right, well, that's interesting enough. So he shoots the bunker. And let's see if it explodes or not. Eric, give me high or low.
Hi.
Two is low. So it starts leaking fuel out, but does not actually explode. It's full of, I guess, diesel or something, which is not easily combustible in a explosion Michael Bay kind of sense. So he's managed to shoot that and is now leaking fuel all over everything. And the fuel is running down towards the truck. For anyone who's paying attention to that sort of thing. Clutch says, "You're in the wrong neighborhood. We know how to deal with people like you in Jersey.
God, the Cajun and the guy from Jersey.
His helmet opens up slightly. He runs his hand through his greasy hair, and then the helmet closes back up again.
I'm in hell. I'm in hell.
And that takes us to Vermin.
Vermin did not see that, but he's going to do the same thing, and it does a squeaking sound because he's lacking some air. I guess it's time to go. It's going to dart away. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to get closer to his friend down there. It's going to dash. 5, 30. So he's got closer to Joe. And that is all my turn.
All right. Accidentally deleted his initiative. Okay, well, that was not.
This is a moment when you realize how commandos are strong, because a commando would do that and he would still have a free action to hide, which I would have liked to do, but I can't mechanically.
Nope.
So Trooper number 9 has decided that one of the reasons why he is one of the best agents in the history of Cobra is that he survived all of his missions. And so he is going to attempt to run, and run away. Unfortunately, that's as far as he can get, because he does treat this all as rough terrain. And he puts his fingers in his ears and says, I can't hear Cody. I can't hear Cody. I can't hear Cody.
Smart.
And that takes us to Gung Ho, who, as a juggernaut, has no problem going through all of these trees, leaving a nice big path of destruction behind him. Oops. And that won't be rough ground this time. I should probably use, I'll use blue for that, because it's to separate it from fire, because there's a lot of fire going on here too for some reason.
There it is.
All right. And he is going to attempt to shoot at, fully convinced that Trooper number 9 is not any threat to anyone at all. Gung Ho is going to attempt to shoot at Vermin. And let's see, can he get Vermin and Joe? Yes, he can. All right, so he will roll to hit. He needs his 12. Reroll. This time he manages, just because there are so many trees in the way, he manages to bounce it off of one of the trees, and it harmlessly deflects off to the side. And that takes us to Cody. Oh, wait, Cody, did you have a turn? No, you haven't had a turn yet.
I haven't had a turn yet.
Cody, turn.
I get 2 attacks per round. I would like my first attack to be an intimidation attack against Clutch.
Okay.
I'm going to back up a couple of steps so he has an even better line of fire to me. And I'm trying to get away from the wall. And I'm just laying it on thick. Every New Jersey insult and bad things about his mother and his greaseball hairdo and just laying on as thick as I can. I want him to ignore where he is.
Okay, and that's an attack against his willpower.
Well, it's going to be an intimidation attack. I would like to target his willpower, but that's ultimately up to you.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
And I get an upshift. And I got a 24.
Okay, so I am going to do 1 point of damage to him because he's like, yeah, that's mean. Why would you say that? You don't even know me. You don't know my mother. Okay, and so, yeah, Clutch is, he's kind of hurt, but he also thinks, well, the best comeback is a rocket. So he's going to, I think, probably wait and attempt to resolve the issue that way.
The reason I was trying to get him to kind of be unaware of his general surroundings and to back away from the wall was because with my second attack, I would like to toss a grenade over the wall to hit the fuel tank that's leaking.
Okie doke. That should be fairly easy. You're just tossing it over a wall.
Uh, 16, but I got a 6 on my D6.
That will be good enough. Now, I will let you put the center of the grenade. So you can move this. Put the center of it wherever you wanted the grenade to land. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That is a little too large. Sorry, it should be about 4 of these. Yeah, okay, there it is. Put it where you wanted the grenade to land.
I'm not grabbing it. Do I click on the edge?
Yep, you just click on it and then drag it without lifting the mouse up again. Okay, here, I'll move it and you can tell me when to stop.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. And how much damage does it do?
It's a regular frag, so 1 sharp.
Okay. So the fragmentation pieces, this will have 2 effects. Obviously, it's going to have it potentially roll, high or low, Eric?
Let's go high again.
18 is high. So the little bits of fragmentation metal all get stuck in the Play-Doh. And then after a few seconds, the Play-Doh spits them all out again. Mechanically, for those who are wondering what that is, it is the ability extra plates. It it reduces all damage that Clutch is taking by 1. And now the fire, on the other hand, that is going to splash up, and let's see whether or not. Actually, I will roll that. He's able to Clutch has a special relationship with oil. It's in him, it's about him, it's all over him, it's part of his being. And so he understands it fundamentally and is able to know when it's going to get on fire and where it's going to be. If he didn't know that, his head would be on fire all the time. So he managed to avoid any damage associated with the fire that comes up. But that section of the base is on fire. And it will be until next round. And that was Cody. Cody has gone. That takes us to trooper number 9. Oh, wait, no. Cody is 17. Trooper number 9 went. Gung Ho went. That takes us to Joe. Your turn, Joe.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me go back to my class abilities because I do have trigger happy. Bam, bam. And I'm going to, with my machine gun, I'm going to kind of strafe and do a multi-target attack against blast off. I am aiming, so that gives me 2 upshifts, but multi-target attack will give me 2 downshifts for that. Um,
What's the second
and
target?
second target will be on the trees. I'm pretty much using the cone to do a AoE over at blast off and do a mental debuff with trigger happy. Compare my target skill test to your target's to my target's willpower. In addition to their toughness or evasion, if my roll succeeds against their willpower, they are frightened of you until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
So it'll be a 30-foot cone, and I'm just doing cover fire, raining down bullets, and be a come on, baby. Hey, that is an unnatural 20. And this is armor piercing rounds.
So, unfortunately, armor piercing does not pierce bio armor. If for some reason you are able to find a way to get that bio armor off of them, you figure acid would probably work. Then that would continue to work. Unfortunately, it sticks into the Play-Doh and doesn't go any further. How much damage does it do?
It will deal 1 damage.
Oh,
But
you know what?
does
Sorry,
that
you rolled a 20, right?
a natural 20, so not a natural 20.
Yeah. So you don't hit him at all. You're able to
All right.
spray. You make a perfect.
Does
kind
that
of,
beat his willpower?
20? Does it beat his willpower? It does not beat his willpower.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that again. And how many story points do we have left?
You have 6. No, you have 7. You got 1 back.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that 7th willpower to roll with roll the specialization, and I'm gonna use if I with permission spend another story point to do can't afford to miss, and I will give you a that will give me a upshift on this, and so I'll be rolling d20, d10, d8, d6, d4, and a d2. So
Dang.
we'll see. Come on, baby. Let's go. Oh, baby. Yes. So that'll be a 23. I do got a crit on the d6 and d8.
23 with the D6 and D8. Misses.
Yeah, yeah. D6 on the D6 on the 6 on the D6 and an 8 on the D8.
Correct. Misses.
Misses him.
Yep.
And the evasion, his willpower.
Sorry, 26. You said 26?
So let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's 23 to hit.
23 does beat his willpower.
But a 23 does not hit him.
23 does not hit him, no.
All right. So he is frightened. So with the fright condition, I'll find that.
Mechanic wise, for every crit, if you're under hitting them, I'm giving you an additional +5 to hit the armor class, and with an additional +10 because there were 2 crits there, you still miss.
So hold up conditions for frightened. Frightened, he suffers 2 downshifts when in sight of their fear, it cannot move closer towards it. So he suffers 2 downshifts on his on his on everything. So with that, Pepper
Gold?
Fire is doing well, and he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still spraying as he tells Vermin to follow suit. If you have any acid, use that. And keep going, keep running, keep shooting.
Blastoff says, He's wearing a fireproof suit. He must be. He's not catching on fire. That's my only weakness. I don't know what to do. Yeah, so he's very stressed out by the fact that you're not bursting into flames.
Oh, real quick, free action reload, and that'll end my turn.
All right. He seems really upset by the fact that you haven't caught on fire. Most things, when he points this thing at them, they catch on fire, and you haven't. Very frustrating for him. So I'm going to increase the size of the fire this round. Okay. Now, neither of you are currently in the fire. However, if you attempt to enter or exit this block as of this round, you will be taking one flame damage. Okay. And last one, of course, is Blastoff, who's going to be rolling with 2 downshifts, putting him at a 4 to target you.
Defending with toughness. Because I ain't taking 2 hit points from that. Ain't no way.
Well, you're not taking anything from that because with the downshifts, he got a 7. And let's see if he sets fire to anything. He can't even hit the trees with his flame. He attempts to set fire to you and just utterly, completely misses you. Do an alertness check, please, Joe. Not alertness. What is it called? Dang it.
I don't notice Jack diddly squat. That's a 6.
The what?
It is a 4 to D4, but
there is.
I'm too busy.
Yeah, there's nothing across the clearing, nothing that you can see that might be helpful to you at all.
All right. I got teammates. That's why we got teammates.
Blastoff is just proving to be a forgettable, non-entity within this team. And that takes us to... okay, just making sure everybody got a turn this round because we are going back up to Clutch at 20. Okay. Clutch is going to jump off the roof. That's going to require a check, which he makes, which is good. And he jumps down to in front of Cody. He's not going to fire his missile. He's instead going to fire his machine gun, which is attached to his missile launcher, at Cody. And he's going to aim. That is a 6 and a 6 for a total of 12. I take it the 12 does not hit you.
It does not.
Okay. And he, as a free action, flares into being his Vanguard shield.
Please.
And that's all he can do this round. 20, we go down to 18. Vermin.
Vermin is going to reluctantly throw his cigar on the ground. And I would like to use one of his abilities, which is called Nose for Trouble. It costs a story point. And what it does, it says... You may spend a story point to modify your location in a minor way, such as adding an escape, something like that, or just being in another position. What I would like to be is 15, 15 feet away from Gung Ho to be in range for my acid sprayer, because
Okay.
currently I am not. So you decide where I am located.
So if you wanted to hit gung ho, that would be about here. And since you are there, I will bring up. Where did? Sorry, a second. I've somehow accidentally closed down. There it is. Okay, I need an alertness at 1 upshift because this is somewhere that you are comfortable with.
That's a 14.
All right. You are able to get rid of this darkness. There's a bunch of buzz bores sitting over there.
Sorry.
An elegant tool of Cobra design. The buzz bore is both fast and it does something else. You're not sure what it is. Might go through the ground, might
Mm-hmm.
go over water. It's really tough to say with a design like that. Might just tip over.
How many story points do we have left?
You currently have 5 story points.
I asked to spend a story point to have one of those buzz bores be Pythonized.
100% you can do that. In fact,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
do
even going
that.
to charge you a story point for that. One of them is Pythonized.
It's
Awesome.
made for you.
As that buzz bore has a very fashionably appropriate what is it? Let me find it. Pink, hot pink and gray dick decal with yellow highlight.
All of the classics.
Perfect.
It is truly hideous, and you feel that there's an excellent chance that no one else will take it but you. So yours is definitely reserved.
Okay. Good.
So Vermin is going to reload his weapon, and as he looks at Gung Ho, is just saying to himself, "Blacha, do not like this." He's going to aim and fire acid towards Gung Ho and say, "Maybe you die, but you suffer." Not that much. That's a 13. So the next thing he's going to say is, "Short, for you not," which is basically "God damn it" in Russian.
The only way I'm suffering is having to listen to you talk. And
I'm done.
okay. Do you have any free actions left that you want to use? I don't think you actually used your actual movement. You used an ability.
You used it to reload the acid sprayer. So I should have taken an acid sprayer that has a free action reload at least once.
How about spend a story point and you find one in the brushes?
Mhm. So I would still have my move to get away from that guy. That's what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move away and tell to the team, "Follow me, team. We have a thing to get out of here."
Cody, the Russian guy's making a lot of sense.
I'm going to use my free actions to go there.
Excellent.
And given his age, he's about like 68 or something like that. You had noticed that he didn't really walk fast. He wasn't a fast guy. He only goes fast when he has to.
Old
You've
man is spry.
seen enough.
All right. So that takes us to Cody.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I have 4 extra speed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I will sprint. I'm not proud. I don't need to face off to the death against Clutch. I make it somewhere right there.
Excellent. That is a perfect place for you to be.
And that's all I can do.
You can now see over this area. So you can see that past these is another beach similar to the one that either a desert or a beach, but you're by the sound of waves, you figure that it's a beach, very similar to the one that you landed on. Do an alertness check.
Me?
Yes, please, Cody.
15.
You hear something big moving, but it's too big. Like it's got to be something odd because it's too big to be anything that could be moving right here and right now. So it must be an echo of something or something happening far away.
Where does it sound like it's coming from?
Probably across the water or on the other side of the beach. It's tough to say, but it's definitely coming from west of you.
Okay.
And that's Cody's move. Trooper 9. Always knowing that discretion is the better part of valor. 5, 6, 8, 9, 12. Only moves. All free actions, all everything moves. That's going to be Gung Ho. Is going to fire a missile. No, sorry, a grenade at Trooper 9. And let's see if he can get Vermin too. He can. So let's see if that works. He is not specialized. Yeah, that's a 17 plus 7 is 24. 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be 2 damage to each of Vermin and Trooper number 9.
Vermin is down.
You should have run. Cool. Okay. That takes us to Cody's gone. Joe.
Joe's gone. There he is.
Joe's back.
Nope.
Did Gunho roll with a snag because he's pretty far for a grenade?
It's actually a rocket launcher. It's just a grenade for flavor purposes.
Too bad.
Delicious flavor purposes.
But all right, so we. Okay, all right. Holy crap! All right, Cody. Cody with the hot legs. All right, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. I got 8 free actions. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, all right. I am hauling butt. Knees knees and elbows. So I'm actually, well, hold on. I got 35. I got 35 feet of movement. Okay, yes. So that'll be another 5, and that'll be another 5 right there. Okay, cool. Um, I am use my standard action to dash. Combined with my 8 feet, with my 8 points in. Well, actually, no, not 8 points. How many points do I have? In yeah, with my 8 points in speed. Um, wait, no, not 8 points. My fault. I have miscalculated. That'll be 6 points. So let me just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so that should bring me over there.
All right. Perfect.
Yes.
Excellent. That is a very good place for you to be.
Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Right here.
All right. That's also a very good place for you to be. Let's move you to here because you are not very quick. And that starts out with Clutch, who will come down to here, but not take a shot because what else happens right now? Cody, you looked at the beach, and it's really dark in here. Like it's pre-dawn. It's the darkest part of the night. So it does kind of surprise you when the beach stands up.
Oh.
What?
The beach stood up.
And enormous ape stands up, walks through the forest, and smashes all the buzzboars.
You tease, you absolute tease.
I quit. I resigned my position. Yeah.
As it does that screaming roar is answered by another roar on the other side of the forest. So the other side of this island, where it goes, I can't do the voice. It's a Godzilla voice. Let's just say it's a Godzilla voice. It is clearly Godzilla. Godzilla is out there. And that would probably make this guy King Kong.
Yeah.
He does not appear to have noticed you, nor did he appear to notice the buzzboars under his feet.
Or the wetness quickly pooling around my boots right now.
Trooper number 9 says, okay, Cody, in situations like this, what should we do?
Heal the old guy.
Nothing. This is the job for the Mega Marines.
Exactly. They see that's why they're here. Well, look at that. Look at that.
Gung Ho goes, I don't much like him, but he does sound, well, that is our job. That's what we should be doing. All right, guys, fight the giant monkey. And that takes it to Vermin's turn. Vermin, giant ape, walks through, crashing through the forest, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, smelling the air, and listening to the cry of some giant lizards a little bit beyond the edge of the island.
Vermin is down, but if I remember correctly, I could use a story point to act as if I was not down for one round.
You may absolutely do that.
I believe that's the case. Could I try to move away and heal myself?
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
I'll move next to the trees. Looks a bit safer there. Trying to heal myself for at least 2. So I believe that's a 10 that I have to roll with science.
Yep, total of 10 in science, and you may roll as if proficient if you are not.
I am. That's a 16, so I get the 2 that I wanted.
Your previous training as a toxo viper is helping you kind of recover from all of the fumes and crap and this incredible smell of monkey cage that pervades the area, and you're able to kind of get up, and you're partially hidden by the trees because you kind of had to sit down in order to heal yourself anyway. The monkey did not seem to notice you. And that moves us to Cody.
Let me get in real close here to see exactly how quick or how close to death I am. Vermin has the right idea. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go up here and make sure one of the troopers under my charge is alive and kicking. And the fact that it gets me out of the way of giant monkey is purely coincidental.
So you do, as the guy with the map, know that you are headed the wrong way from where you've been told your escape lies.
Yep.
You certainly can do that, but it is you just kind of recognize that you're helping him, you're doing the right thing. That will, should be on the report. But you're also potentially prolonging things if the Mega Marines do not opt to go after the monkey.
At the top of the screen, you see Joe approves +2 to Cody.
Cody, you're there. Do you want to? I will let you kind of try and hide from the ape as best as you can with a free action.
I'm for that.
All right.
Infiltration. I have points in that. Oh, dang. I rolled a 24. I rolled a 20 on the 20 and a 4 on the 4.
Well motivated to stay and observe rather than engage the giant monkey, you are able to hide yourself fairly well.
My entire motivation is to help my ally and compatriot.
And in order to ensure that happens, you hide under vermin.
Just making sure he's not bleeding out anywhere. It could be an exit wound. You don't
know. Charles, I didn't use my full movement for vermin. Can I move it a little bit more in the trees? I'm trying to get to cover.
You can't use your full movement because obviously you were just kind of working on story points at that point. Okay. But you can use enough move to get yourself to cover.
Okay, that was the idea.
Cody, vermin moves and crawls off of you, so you're no longer using vermin as a human shield.
Rude.
That takes us to Trooper 9. How far can he get this round? Inarticulate fear runs fast as he can. Gung Ho is going to move his full amount, and he going to shoot at a big monkey. He going to miss a big monkey. He didn't miss the big monkey. He didn't miss a giant monkey, but the hide on King Kong is so thick that even his fragmentation grenade, it just got lost in the fur.
That's a thick boy.
That ain't that ain't right. That just ain't right.
So this he did and bam, just bounced off.
Thick boy.
And it's still in there, just like in the fur. So it's like walking through a burr or something, getting it stuck in your fur. That's going to be Clutch already moved. Gung Ho moved. Joe.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep on moving. I do trust that. Seeing that our quote unquote officer has went back to help with vermin, he believes that he's in good hands. At least for the most part. And Joe is going to continue 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to spend my standard action to hide, using the trees and foliage to get out of be out of sight, out of mind.
Okay, you can do an infiltration to hide yourself well.
I'm gonna spend my free action to give you an edge, and
you could also do survival if you wanted, whichever one's higher.
Yeah, you got no survival, and that is another unnatural 20.
Excellent. You are well hidden within the trees that you are there.
All right, and okay, all right. Still have my machine gun out. And yeah, just gonna go in his he's gonna whisper in his comms, Furman and Cody, if you guys could possibly go back around King Kong as the Joes are what should we call it? Distracted. You guys seem permitted. Godspeed.
All right.
And I'll end my turn.
And that takes us to Blast Off. Blast Off is going to blast off. He sees the writing on the giant monkey and heads over to here, but says, hey, you know what I could do? And turns around and shoots at trooper number 9.
No!
Didn't follow the plan.
An enormous flame consumes trooper number 9. Let's put that on there. But my girlfriend and my little house in Springfield.
Doesn't he have plot
supposed to be
armor?
my last mission. I don't understand why. And he's knocked out. He's not dead, but he's knocked out. And Blastoff is still there. And now we roll. I'm going to make one of you guys do this. Roll a d6. Let's make it David. You can decide the fate of your party.
Roll the 5.
Roll the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. King Kong walks over. Joe, you can feel every as it shakes the ground around you. This massive beast. Again, this is only its footprint. It's much, much taller than this. If you were to look at it, this is just its effective range, not how high it is. It is very, very tall. It reaches down, grabs Trooper number 9, and pops him in his mouth.
Oh.
And Trooper number 9
I don't know if you.
is gone.
Like I said, first for everything.
I don't know if you guys seen Shogun, but minor spoilers, but the scene where Toranaka's mentor commits seppuku in protest against the council, and you see Toranaka just fighting to like keep a stoic face as he is completely emotionally broken and sad at this. That is Joe's current facial expression.
Yeah. Cody's is, yes, very sad. Anyway.
Yes, and then he will take the rest of his movements, which will take him towards the screaming. You can now see lightning in the darkness, cracking every once in a while. And it's not lightning coming down, it's lightning going up, which is very strange.
From way, way far away in the east, right?
Way far away in the east.
Okay,
like
good.
At least 3 turns in the east. Okay. So that takes us up to Clutch needs to move. Clutch is going to try and back up Gung Ho, but he'll do it a little bit smarter than that. And he will attempt to hit the beast. He will, again, can't miss a beast that big, but his oil and acid combination do not have any impact whatsoever on the giant ape. Gung Ho is going to go over here, and he'll attempt to attack the giant beast. And he hits the giant beast. And the giant beast, like, I see you now. Doesn't actually say that, but you get the sense.
It caught his attention.
And Gung Ho goes, I don't think that was a very good idea. Yeah, so they're done. And that takes, Trooper number 9, not so much. Takes us to Vermin.
Going to move out of the trees toward the boars. I don't know where they are. They are under the big ass monkey, but
the buzz boars have been completely destroyed. They were stomped on.
They've been destroyed. I thought he was walking over them, but on them. So I'm going to move to the beach in that case. Going to sprint and hide behind the big rock.
You are able to do so. You can do a survival or a infiltration to attempt to hide yourself from the giant monkey and everyone else.
Oh, I'm certainly going to do survival. I should have done that in the forest before. Oh, God, I rolled a 1 and a 1. May I take a story point, please?
Yes. Please.
You are down to 3 story points.
That's real bad. Damn, that's a 5. I rolled very, very low tonight.
So, Vermin, you say, guys, I'm over here and I'm hiding.
I'm completely hidden.
Yeah, you don't want them to not know where you are because you've just gone down recently, and you don't want like people to lose you. So you tell them where you are as you're hiding, and that
Sure.
takes anything further you wanted to do on your turn.
Nah, I'm done.
If it makes you feel any better, the giant ape takes no notice of you. Cody.
I will double move, sprint, move over old man, and jump behind the rock to join him.
Okay, no problem. And since you didn't do anything provocative to the ape, that's good. That takes us to Joe.
And when Cody gets there, Vermin offers him a cigar and lights one for himself.
Absolutely.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Anything revealing in the fog of war over to my left.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that fog of war for you there.
All right, cool. All right. I'm going to
And
spin a standard.
additionally,
okay.
while the other guys are hiding over there, that fog of war and this fog of war both go away.
And
it is starting to get lighter out.
right,
Please go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90, 95. All right, I'm gonna spend a free action to switch over to my EMP rifle as it has a scope, and the range on that the range for the EMP rifle is 150 feet. Would you say that reveals the downwards part of the fog of war? I'm gonna use that to like look.
You would have to get on the other side of the trees to look at that. So if you want to look at the fog of war directly south of you, you can absolutely do that. If you want to look at the fog of war slightly diagonal from you, to the left, you would have to get on the other side of those trees.
All right. I'm just going to use the fog of war on the same column that I am.
Okay. I can get rid of that for you. Get rid of that thing there. What you see is some sort of ancient ruins of something that looked like a cult that worshipped a giant monkey or something. Weirdness.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I spent one free action. I have 5 free actions left. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will spend my 5 free actions to move this way. Can I see that fog of war on the beach?
Well, you might have had not in the space in front of you. Somebody immediately popped out of nothingness and said, "Boo." What is your willpower?
Okay, so I do. He is trying to frighten me, so he is rolling
This is
with
an attempt to frighten.
Oh, okay. My willpower is a 13.
All right. And does he roll with a snag?
Oh,
Was that your other
character? Let me look. Infantry. Ducking cover. Will I be affected by the frightened condition with this?
Yes, you will.
Then he suffers a snag for my gallantry.
I knew there was something that mattered about that. So he pops up in front of you, but he's just a man. And you're running away from a giant ape. Just a man in armor and with weird, gross Play-Doh stuck to it and things like that. Not as scary as what you just felt there is no more room in your body for cortisone. Like there is just nothing else that you can do to be more scared than you are right now. So he does not succeed at that. So his contingency action is blown.
And he's just gonna look at him and you see like tears going down his eyes, and he's like, "I'm not in the mood."
It's like, yeah, I get that, man. I do. Giant ape. We get used to it.
And have I used an actual standard action? I have not.
You have not yet used your standard action. You are still blocked from seeing to the south of you. You need to get kind of out from underneath, from the tree area where you are, in order to be able to get to see it.
Is he wearing anything? Is he wearing anything computerized, or does he have anything?
Oh, everything. Everything is computerized.
Okay, cool.
Dude is all the computers.
So that only takes me up to a 2d8. I cannot aim because I've used everything to move, so that brings me at 2d8. And I'm just going to shoot at him. So it'll be 14, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Does a 23 hit him with my EMP rifle?
It does not. You try to shoot it at him, and it just doesn't have enough space to charge, or maybe just he uses the end of his giant, weird mechanical launcher thing to knock yours out of the way, but you are just not able to hit him at all.
All right. I'm going to try it again. Hey, so 19, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, does a 30 hit him?
No. He also has not flared into place his shield yet.
All right.
The EMP shell bounces off the organic thing and bounces off into the space. That's how I'm explaining it. You did not hit his. You did not hit his defense.
All right. I'm gonna relay that information to Vermin and Cody. Tell them, hey, there's another Mega Marine. I believe I'm almost to the rendezvous point, but can't see it because of another blue Mega Marine.
Tell the Mega Marine about the giant monkey?
I think he knows. I think he was trying to go after stragglers. Use psychological warfare.
Tell him to use the psychological warfare on the giant monkey.
You can ask him yourself.
I got two choices. I can fight you, or I can fight a giant monkey. Both are doing my duty. What would you choose?
When has the last? When have you ever said that you've taken down a giant 20 feet? Looks like a
Kong's
50 feet tall gorilla.
350 feet. Yeah, that's it. He's roughly 350 feet. The this one is effectively this is just his functional range. So this is a footstep for him or a swing of his fist. Covers all of the space.
It looks as says have you ever whoever gets to say that you get to take down a 300-foot tall gorilla compared to another hooper.
Nobody gets to
emphasis on.
No one's ever done that.
Exactly. You're taking down troopers all the time. A dime a dozen.
Yeah, but I like to stick with what I know. And he will probably attack you, but let's see what his initiative is. 14 to your 14. Yeah, so he's going to attempt to attack you now. But he cannot attack you where you are. So he will need to move 10, 15, 20. He'll need to move here in order to use Sharpshooter's Grace. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 30. Okay. Good. All right now.
With evasion.
So that gives 19 plus 8 with a crit on the D8. Oh, and I get the other 8. What the other 8 was too. So 8 and 4. 18 plus 8 plus 4 is 30. 30 hit.
Yeah.
Cool. What's his damage type? So he hits you with what appears to be an electrical, like a taser shock, and you will not be able to move next round.
All right. I can take that.
Better hope your giant monkey doesn't come this way.
And do I take 1 damage from that, or I just
No,
straight up can't
its
move?
alternate effect is one stun. You can still shoot,
Okay.
by the
one
way.
stun. All right.
This is weapon stun as opposed to the ability stun or condition stun. So you can do everything except for take free actions or move next round. Or no, I think you can. Right. Yeah, no, you can't take free actions or move. I believe that's the impact. But you can still shoot.
All right. Cool.
Or try and trip a giant monkey.
All right.
And that takes us back up to. Okay, Vermin's gone. Cody's gone. The monster picks something out of his teeth and tosses it into the forest. Oh!
Still alive.
No idea what that was, but there you go. Blastoff is going to attempt to run this way. Gung Ho is realizing this may not be a fight he can win. Clutch is going to potentially get seriously messed up here, depending on how the roll goes. And this time I am going to have Eric. Please roll the D6.
Six.
All right. So Blastoff has to avoid getting stomped. He does not have good evasion, but he can't. No, this isn't something I'm going to let him use toughness for. Ooh. A natural 1 and a 7 for a total of 8. Blastoff is going to take 4 damage. Ow! Why? Why are we anywhere with a giant monkey? We're not supposed to be fighting monsters. Gung Ho goes, well, actually, it's like right in our charter. Okay. And that leads us to Vermin. What would you like to do?
There's not much we can do at the moment. So we were trying to go west, but there's nothing else that we can do west. Going to move towards Joe.
Still...
You are going to say, Jamal?
Mirage doesn't know that. At least I hope he doesn't notice that you guys are there. And I think you're the only one that has anything acid that can possibly do anything with Mirage. And the other Mega Marine. So
yeah, you're right. Charles, how do you count the diagonals?
You can travel diagonals.
Okay.
Diagonals just fine.
Okay.
It's just the same 5 feet of movement. Not being super picky about such things.
Okay. Going to go there. Just to make sure that he doesn't exactly see me. I want to go there unnoticed from Mirage.
You will have to make a. I will give you either survival or infiltration, but you'll be doing it at two downshifts because Mirage can see you.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'll take survival. That's the one thing I'm good at. That's an 18.
With an 18, Mirage is way too focused on taunting Joe and looking at the giant monkey to notice you sneaking through the underbrush.
Good.
Well done. You hear, ow, 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 I'm still alive, ow, ow, in the bushes. Why didn't I take a med kit at requisition?
Joe's ears perks up at that, and tears are just gone.
And that takes us to Cody.
I'm basically going to do the same thing that Vermin did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. There. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 action moves puts me in the same group of trees. I will survival to avoid. Oh no, I can use infiltration to avoid Mirage, but I only got a 16.
16 again, still focused on the giant monkey. Giant monkey is giving basic, not giving you an edge, but certainly lowering the DC of anyone noticing anything that's not a giant monkey. All right. Gung Ho is going to crash his way through the forest. Clutch is going to follow him. Blastoff understands that this is not a fight that he can win.
Pussies.
They're all going to run down that way, and they're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 free actions. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep up, Clutch. I'm not used to not having a truck or a car or something. What is that bloody corpse thing in the bushes? Ow. Okay, and that takes us to Vermin again. No, sorry, Joe. Joe has not had a turn yet.
Okay. Gonna use my multi-attack thing, 30-foot cone. I'm gonna lower the cone so that I won't hit my partner Cody. I'm gonna aim it at Mirage, and again, I'm gonna use Trigger Happy for this.
They have Trigger Happy too, and I haven't been using it. There's your cone right there.
First I'm gonna spend a free action to switch to my MG36, and then I'm going to aim, and that'll bring me up to a D12. Yes, because as does have the laser sight. Currently, he's not focused on trying to hit him. He's just trying to. All right, cool. That misses. I'm gonna use my second attack to reroll for that. I mean, the second attack to try and hit him. Does a 17 beat his willpower?
A 17 does not beat his willpower.
All right. And I'm gonna spend a free action to reload. Um, and he just tells, yeah, psychological warfare, and I'll end my turn because I can't move at the moment.
What you realized is that these guys are really, really smart. And in doing so, how he evaded it, you recognize that they are both piloting their armor and using their weapons, using their intelligence alone. You're used to sort of seeing that sort of thing happen where the computerized weapons are being used rather than dexterous ones. And so you recognize that all of them are doing that. They're not necessarily just, pointing and firing things using speed.
All right. Yeah, all right.
And takes us top of the round. You see the wreckage of buzzbores, these beautiful buzzbores, including the beautiful python buzzbore, have been completely annihilated and will never be used for whatever their intended purpose was that nobody can figure out. And you hear the giant ape roars a challenge out to the sea. The challenge is returned, and you hear the crash of enormous waves up on the shore, but not the shore that you're on, which is super important. There was a whole mechanic for that, but you chose not to go that direction, which is probably for the best. And they're going to just take their move because that's all they're going to do is move. Clutch, you suck, dude. Why aren't you faster? No, seriously, there's a guy over there in the bushes. He's covered with monkey spit. And that takes us to Vermin.
If I did everything correctly, I haven't been able to reload my acid sprayer up till now.
So you found, because this is around the Mega Marines base and weird acid spraying stuff is just kicking around, you burned a story point and now can do that as a free action.
Okay. I can always do that as a free action.
Yeah.
That's better.
You just found the thing lying there, like as if acid spraying giant missile launching weapons were really common around here.
So would you say that the acid sprayer would be silent because the normal traits are element, reload, and intimidating? Can I exchange intimidating? Yeah.
I will give you silent because it is just acid spraying out of a thing. It makes the sound of acid spraying out of a thing, which is not very loud in comparison to other things.
Okay.
And certainly not because there's a monkey going and crying out a giant challenge. Pretty much everything is silent in comparison to that.
And since Mirage doesn't know that I am there, do I get an edge to attack him?
I will give you an edge to attack him.
So I hope it's going to do something. And another question.
Sorry, did I declare that he did his shield last round? I did not.
I don't think he did.
Okay, cool.
Considered, I'm sure. Can I argue that, I mean, his known job is pest control, but he does have another job of eliminating people. Would you say that this would count as something that is from his job, from his cover, because he would get to try that specialized?
You know what? I will give him that. This is, he's trying to get something. He's in a place with a lot of bugs. He knows kind of the jungle environment. So yeah, I'll give you that one. I'll give you every possible advantage to try and hit this guy.
Hope it does something. It didn't. Roll the 7 and a 2 on the d20s. That's ridiculous. Sorry, guys. I'm a failure tonight.
And Jesus is I.
Mirage turns to you and says, "Oh, I didn't see you there. Is there anything that I can do? Can I put my arms out like this? Can I, is there anything that I can do to help you hit me?"
Your time will come, Amerikansky.
He turns around, shakes his butt at you. Cody. Mirage has turned around and is shaking his butt at Vermin, has not seen you yet.
Yeah. Who's that?
Oh, sorry. Vermin and Cody, you make the fog of war go away.
We have good eyes.
Of course we do.
Well, there's nothing between you and seeing the thing now. Joe is sort of stuck behind those bushes and all the other stuff that came in there. But yes, that is the warehouse of which you were told, the fabled warehouse where your escape exists and your assistance waits.
Okay. There's only 4 Mega Marines that are impossible to hit between us and them. Oh, 3.5. Clutch is slow. All right, I'll be that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can get to about there.
Do an alertness or technology check.
I got a 5.
Yeah. Excellent. So moving on. We're going to, they've all moved. That takes us to Joe. You can move this round, I believe.
Well, going to move 5, 10. Shit.
That is rough terrain for you. If you go diagonally, you can avoid the rough terrain.
Trooper 9, how you looking?
Well, I've never been worse. I'm covered in monkey spit and blood.
Can you
The
move?
monkey spit's keeping the blood from all coming out. It's a weird balance.
Can you move?
Okay. So Trooper 9 on his turn, which will be next round. He'll try. He doesn't have a med kit, so he would have to try and roll on specialized to try and do anything. So he may just lie there and bleed.
5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Well, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, I'm going to spend one free action to reload my light machine gun. I'm going to spend 2 free actions. 1, 2. To move over here. And then I'm going to spend another free action to aim and do a multi-attack against Blast Off and Gung Ho. Keep on forgetting that. That cancels out the downshifts. Oh, actually, oh no, it's one downshift. Okay, cool, awesome.
They have
Wait,
light
no,
cover,
that
so
is...
that will be an additional 1 downshift because they're hidden
All right,
in the
never
trees.
mind. That'll bring me down to a D8. Hopefully I can affect their willpower with this. 23.
It does not affect Gung Ho, but it does affect Blast Off.
All right. That's good. I can live with that. I can live with that.
Blast Off has, for the record, a willpower defense of 20.
Still.
What does that impact? What does that effect have on him? He has.
He is frightened for 1 round.
Frightened for 1 round.
Until the end of his next turn.
And you are within sight, so he would have downshifts, or sorry, rolls with a snag for all of his skills.
He'll be rolling with 2 downshifts.
2 downshifts, okay.
All right, so
not that great at shooting things.
Okay, and I can't use my rocket launcher because he'll take an entire action to switch to that, which I cannot afford. I'm gonna continue to spray covering fire over at Gung Ho to see what I can get. Nothing. All right. And that will actually I got 2 more free actions. I'm gonna move 5, 10 behind this tree over here to give me some cover. And
good call.
Actually, no. Yeah, right there. All right, and now in my turn.
All right. Then that takes us to these guys moving. And the giant monkey starts charging towards the beach on the other side, and you hear the massive splashing of waves as something large emerges from the water and roars. It is almost like daylight at this exact moment as a discharge of lightning shoots up into the sky. And as you look up into the sky, there are some vague shapes of something bipedal in the sky. Okay, and that takes us to the Mega Marines. 2, 3, rough terrain. He's in the middle of nothing. Clutch doesn't shoot wounded guys, but like he briefly considers it, considering how horrible Trooper Number 9 looks, like as a kind of a pity thing. But it was at that point, this comic is after 1987, so he wouldn't consider shooting an injured guy. Blast Off, on the other hand, is going to attempt to shoot through 2 pieces of cover to hit Joe. That's not great. And rolls a natural 20 and a 6 on the D8. So 28 hits.
Yes.
What are you defending with? Against the flamethrower.
Toughness.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. And so that is going to do 1 point of flame damage to you.
All right.
Gung Ho says, about time you use that thing, right? You're going to be off the team, but yeah, you just redeemed yourself. Okay, and Gung Ho will go. And Gung Ho is going to crash through there and take a swing at Joe with his rocket launcher. Just going to straight up try and hit you.
Use an evasion.
It doesn't matter. Oh, no, it really doesn't matter. That's a total of 6. As he tries to pick up this big, giant piece of incredibly sophisticated technology. Now that you can see it, it's a mass driver. It launches grenades using a magnetic mechanism, very delicate, very high tech. He swings it at your head. He misses. It hits the ground. Clutch is going to actually try and shoot you because he's still got the machine gun on his rocket launcher, which turned out to be a really good idea. Who knew? And he's 12. And 15, 21. Does 21 hit Joe? Jamal, does 21 hit Joe?
Yes.
Okay, and that will be. And what are you defending with?
Evasion.
All right. So take 1 point of acid.
Gotcha.
And that takes us to Vermin.
Vermin is going to dart, going to sprint up to here for his full movement with a sprint. And he has some free actions. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So before you do that, I'd like you to do a technology or alertness.
Go with alertness.
I need to laundry.
I was about to say check the natural 20 is going to be coming, but it's an unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20 is sufficient. You see a large button.
You want to cover.
And it's got this weird, like almost insectoid purple face on it. And it says alarm. But it's just a big purple button with an insectoid face on it.
Okay. And where is it located? Is it?
It is just on the side of the building.
Okay. I was running up to there, but I have expended all my free actions, sadly.
So you're right next to this big purple button.
But I'm just going to tell to Cody, like, you miss big button.
What? I thought it was a decal. Jeez.
No, it's big button. Open eyes.
Maybe it wasn't warm enough to be able to see the face on it yet.
Maybe.
Cool. All right. So that is Cody's turn.
I will run up and push the giant purple button, which can't possibly be a bad idea in any way.
All right. You run up, you hit the giant purple button, and nothing happens.
Okay. For my attack, I would like to shout out at the nearest Joe.
That'll be Gung Ho. He's the one that you can definitely see.
Good. I formally announced that our compatriot, Trooper Number 9, is surrendering into the care of members of the G.I. Joe Strike Force, or whatever the appropriate moniker is at this time. Being remanded into your company, you are now required by the Geneva Conventions, and I give the article and the paragraph denoting treatment of prisoners of war, and you're required to give him first aid and render aid to him in all expediency. I will try and intimidate Gung Ho into listening to me.
If you want to roll a persuade on that.
I would rather do it with intimidation because I don't have persuade.
All right, then. Go for that.
Can I give him? Can I give him an upshift or something? I already acted, so sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to help him have a Cobra convince a Joe that he needs to follow the Geneva Conventions, but I'm going to give Cody an upshift on that because that is a brilliant move, and I'll even refund a story point for it.
Good thing you did, because I rolled a 1. That's
You
much
may use
better.
that.
Well, I got a 27 with a 10 on my D10.
He's right, boys. Clutch, you go help him. So he Clutch immediately goes in. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have done something. Just giant monkeys, and I have full respect for international law. We don't do war crimes here. And he attempts to treat Trooper Number 9. He'll actually bring Trooper Number 9 out to be able to work on him. Mirage will come down and take a shot at Joe.
Story point.
That is no, that shouldn't be an 8. It was an 8 on the D8, but that should actually be a 12. So, and it's a 12 on the 12. That's pretty cool. So does a 23 hit with a crit?
Actually, no.
Mirage is just so bloody arrogant. He figures that he had you dead to rights and didn't use his sharpshooter's grace. So managed to miss you entirely. Blast Off is also going to come up and take a shot at you.
How many story points we got left? Got like what, 4?
You have that was your 4th, so you have 3 left.
Story point.
Okay. Blast Off rolls a 14 plus a 5 for 19, which I assume does not hit.
That does not hit, yes.
All right. And Gung Ho is going to back off a little and shoot at you.
And what is he shooting me with?
So what is he going to shoot you with? Does he have an alternate effect on that or not? What does Terrifying Presence do?
Terrifying Presence. That's Terrifying Presence is that you can roll intimidation, and there's like options that you can do with if you succeed.
Got it. Okay. He is going to attempt to give you the stunned condition for 1 round.
right,
What is your will? What's your willpower?
My willpower is 13.
All right, doing anything?
Oh no, if cause a frightened condition is not a frightened condition, so nah.
All right, that is a 12 and 9 is 18.
All right.
So you are stunned.
Lovely.
Clutch is going to try and bring trooper number 9 up after duly removing his weapon, searching him, and bringing him to an isolated place outside of the battle. And let's see whether or not he rolls his science correctly. Trooper number 9 is at one point. So trooper number 9 has survived his ordeal once again. Okay, and the roar comes down as the dawn is starting to break on the water. Those grayish, blackish shapes are now somewhat highlighted by the sun as it begins to rise. They hit with the sound of tons of metal landing in sand. The sound of somebody with a mild cough attempting to spit happens, and these airplanes turn into robots. Insects, these strange, weird bug-like things, also turn into robots. And the Mega Marines are now surrounded. They don't say anything. And that makes it Vermin's turn.
It's going to go around the building, the warehouse, to see if there's any entry point. Going to that side.
So you know that the entry point's on the other side where the little two white lines are. You could have seen that coming out. That's how you get in.
So I seem to be able to open a door at that point.
Yep, the door opens just fine. There's another one a little further down the ways, but this one is sort of a garage door. And inside it, you can see that there's some sort of it's really weird. It's looks like a wedge, but its wings are turned downwards, so it looks like it might fly upwards, and then the wings swing forward like a Harrier jet. But you've never seen anything like this before. It's the strangest, weirdest thing. It looks a bit like a spacecraft, but it also looks like it is something that could fly you home.
I tell Cody, forget about Joe's. We have way to get out of here.
Time for that.
And I complete my movement to get in. See if I can enter the vehicle that seems to be there.
You are able to do so. Do you have any driving skill?
Nah.
Okay.
I do.
So
I don't drive. I'm too important to be driving. People drive for me.
You're able to hit the side button and open up the rather largish side of the hangar, and you're able to, if you could use this plane, which you don't feel like you could, you personally, you would be able to get it to move out of the hangar at this point and then use it to fly wherever you could fly, but you cannot. Trooper number 9 is going to run. Joe, let's take a stock of your
Joe.
position here for a moment.
Yeah.
You are surrounded by giant robots on an island with a giant monkey where almost impenetrable armored heroes are surrounded you with guns. What are you going to do in this moment?
I mean, I am currently stunned, but um, does this place takes place in the Energon universe? Yeah, this
It
is
does.
and Cobra does know about Energon and all that stuff. Blah blah blah.
As a result of Trooper 9's actions in stealing the books on Energon from Matt Tracker's estate as everybody else was running away from them, Cobra does know about Energon.
Okay, I'm going to bullshit my way out of this. I'm gonna try to bullshit my way out of this.
To help you out, Jamal, I would like to remind you that crying is a free action.
Not yet. There's still a chance.
For Acid Storm, it is.
Okay, so I got a D4 in Deception, and I'm gonna look at the. Do we know about Transformers? Does Cobra know about Transformers?
Cobra does. You can make a. Culture, science, or technology check to see whether or not you know about Transformers.
This is a. I do not know. That was a 4.
Not your area of the business.
But these are giant robots. They have not fought. They have not aimed at anything, and I'm going to make the first move by saying that. Well, it's these guys, and he's going to point. Burma's bullshitting to make them fight the Mega Marines. They have the bigger tech. If it's yeah, I think that's the only real thing I can do without. Oh, okay, all right. Let me see if I have anything that can actually help with deception. If not, then yeah, may RNGs help me. All right. I do not. Hold up. I do have the influence of disenfranchise. I resent anything that reminds me of the problems of the world. Once per scene, you gain an edge, a skill test that directly harms something from how you used to see the world, like local authorities or my old job. I used to be part of the U.S. military. And these guys are obviously part of the U.S. military. I want to slander them and pretty much make these giant robots fight. Well, the remnants of what I kind of got disillusioned with. So for that, allow me to roll with an edge.
I will allow that to re-roll with advantage and an upshift.
All right. You know what? That is what is that, a 3? That is a 3. So that is a 16. As he says, I don't exactly know where you guys are, but I'm guessing it has something to do with the Energon or extra power source. As you see, I don't really have anything of particular advanced technology. And he is going to drop his EMP rifle on the ground, but he does point at the Mega Marines, mostly towards the Mega Marines. It says, these guys have advanced armor and weapons that might possibly use Energon. Um, use that information as you may. I'm just here. Enemy of my enemy is a friend, as they say.
So the big green one looks at you and says, "You are no threat. Go away.
Exactly.
We are going to harvest the technology from these ones. Now strip free of your armor and these weapons and stay in our custody in case we need you to explain any of it. But you are our prisoners now. Do you submit, or will my Insecticons feed on your corpses?" Gung Ho's like, it's like either this or a giant monkey. So, yeah, he throws his gun down and they step out of their armor. And the armor is collected up by the Insecticons, and Ion Storm and Acid Storm pick up Mirage, Clutch, Blast Off, and Gung Ho, put them into their canopies, transform, and fly off into the distance. The four of you are able to get into the jet. Trooper number 9 knows how to fly it. In fact, that's the reason why he was on this particular journey. And y'all get into the plane and fly away.
Yay.
All thanks to my expert leadership.
He's gonna look at Cody and just gonna shake his head, and he's gonna take off his mask and helmet, and just gonna take a deep ass breath. Oh.
Wow, these Muslim Marines were bastards.
And now we know the story of why, when in the Energon protocols, they got to the base, it was empty. And somehow the Mega Marines had been captured and were in a cage.
Yeah.
Oh. Goodness gracious. Okay. That was good. Oh, goodness gracious.
You survived.
It's not because we kicked asses, but we did try very hard.
Yes, we did.
So I'm going to go over a little bit for you. Standard Trooper, there was Gung Ho was a higher level, and then the Standard Trooper. So they had 10 health. They had, oh wait, no, I've got a better breakout of this up here, I think. Okay. So sorry, toughness is 34/44. So that's a plus 10 in strength. Base 10 plus 10 in strength, plus 5 stronghold armor, plus 5 biomarauder armor, plus 2 armor expert, plus 2 the heavy, and plus 10 on shield. And that was Gung Ho's. The other one was 32 and 40. They had willpower 20. Willpower defense of 20, cleverness of 16, evasion of 15, but they used unstoppable force to use toughness instead of evasion. They reduced all damage by 1 from extra plates. And if you had managed to defeat them, they would do a difficulty 15 brawn check, and then they would not be defeated. The most terrifying thing in Essence 20 is a fully leveled, or even a level 15 Vanguard. Way scarier than a
even level 10.
Yeah.
That Trigger Happy came in sledge. Oh man.
It definitely helped. It was they were still susceptible to being stunned and all of those other things that happen to the mind, but they all of their to hit was was smarts based, so they were using computerized everything.
Sonic. I was thinking of using Sonic as well. It was like either EMP or Sonic. Oh man.
So if the acid had hit, whatever amount of damage the acid had done would permanently remove the bioarmor. So if you'd done 5 points of damage to the bioarmor, it'd be gone forever. As the acid ate through the Play-Doh.
The max that I could achieve with the acid sprayer was 26 with 2 crits, with a natural 20 and a 6 on the D6. So not much hope.
Yeah, there wasn't. So, but
normally it's more in there.
But the good news is that you did manage to defeat them, and thus the plot can go forward as was required to in the actual show.
They survived long enough for the Transformers to get them.
Yeah.
And Trooper number 9 survives.
Yeah.
I'll be glad.
It is.
That was stressful in a good way, but stressful.
That's what I was going for. It's very hard to die in this game. Like, very hard to die.
Yeah,
So,
I will see about these. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just going to do the resources used credits, but we can also continue to talk about the session and everything else. But I wanted to make sure that we mentioned that the gaming system that we're using is Essence 20 by Renegade Games. The virtual tabletop is Owlbear Rodeo at www.owlbear.rodeo and .com. No, owlbear.rodeo. That's what I'm on right now. Maps came from Tom Cardos at tomcardos.com. The virtual tokens come from the Fateful Force, and the character designs were done by Hero Forge. As well, there were some images used from the Transformers core rulebook. So thank you, everyone who's been listening up to this point. And I said all the things I need to say, so we can continue to discuss that. So yes, I'm hoping that you enjoyed the adventure. It was designed to be very difficult. It was designed to destroy your hope at numerous points and also have you feel a little bit about how a GM feels when a player plays a high-level Vanguard.
Yeah, amen.
It's sonic weapons, man. That's how you're going to deal with them.
What do I feel attacked?
No, not. That's the thing. You feel not attacked. You were a Vanguard.
Yeah, the toughness of 34.
I was like, yeah, damn. All right. Quick update with the next next session. There's a good chance that I'll probably won't be available on the 9th at the current moment because I have a gig over at Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a still walking gig there. They have Scream Break. So I'll be over there as walking around as the Crooked Man from The Conjuring. So the dorms are paid. Gas will be reimbursed. Pretty decent pay. And I won't be out until like late in the night. And so I will elect David to run a game for y'all on the 9th if I'm not available, which I most likely won't. And for my session, again, oil rig, sea-based, um, level 5. If anybody wants to be a pilot, let me know. I won't allow one person to be a pilot to be a wingman for Ace, because he'll be you guys will be working with Ace. Pretty much, there's been rummaging over at a batch of oil rigs off the coast of Norway, and you guys have been sent there to find intel of what the heck is going on over there. And Ace will be there as distraction, aka blow up as many stuff there as possible in order for you guys to, well, uh, find out whatever it is they're working on over there.
Awesome. For the people at home, yes, the players are going to, the inmates are running the asylum at this point. All of the players from the Energon protocols are going to take a turn at DMing. We still haven't convinced Aaron to do that, but everybody in this group is a DM. And so it seems like a good idea to be able to give Eric a chance to play and see what other people are able to bring to it. I've done my 2 sessions. I will probably take another turn at the table again sometime soon, but Jamal was set up as the next person. We can kind of arrange that with David and see who's going to run the next session, who's going to be in it, and all that sort of stuff. We may skip a 2-weeker. That does happen from time to time. And I would also like to. I have nothing to announce because I love this. I do this and really nothing else. But I know that everybody else does important things, has important engagements, has products out in stores and shows out on YouTube and in podcasts. So I'll start out, maybe David, tell us a bit about what you are up to and what you've just released.
Yes, I try to bring myself at the top. Can I? Oh, I can do that. Yay! I am replacing Aaron at the console, trying not to mess it up. I did release something today in the morning. I talked before that I do a little podcast. It's basically me reading after action reports that I wrote that you can find on my blog at gijoRPGstories.wordpress.com. But when you get the podcast version, it's the latest one, the best one. So I do character voices when I can to make it a little more dynamic. And this time around, we have Patrick Chabot, who plays in our game, our campaign, the character Max Power, who is doing a voice. And hopefully will be doing his own voice going forward. So this is something that if you want to follow a story based on actual game sessions, I mean, this is a good way to go around that. You won't learn how to play the Essence 20 in my reports, but you have some hints from time to time of what happened mechanically. And this is basically what I spend all my time doing when I'm not playing with you guys.
That's awesome. So, Eric, tell us about what's on sale now with your name on it.
Daggerheart stuff. I'm working. I have 2 published adventure modules on drivethrurpg.com. Just search my name, Eric Smith, ERIK. I'm working on a couple more, but they're waiting on art and doing final edits and things, so they're not ready to be announced yet. But there's more stuff coming. My WordPress, WordPress.com, Rick Shear, a lot of Daggerheart adversaries, pop culture stuff. Jason Voorhees, just posted the Klingons from Star Trek, and there's even Pokemon and rules to capture little tier 1 mini monsters, and that's keeping me pretty busy.
Awesome. Jamal, talk to me about all the things that you're up to.
Part of the actual play podcast thing is the podcast itself is called This Dungeon is Occupied. with the Bereaved Isles, I play a familiar owl who got free from being a familiar, and now we're on a bit of a cosmic horror adventure type adventure. So stuff is getting pretty good, revelations and whatnot. The previous episode kind of goes over, tackles a little bit into my owl's backstory. Um, he got killed. He has died probably a little over 300 times under his time as a familiar. So get to take a look, get a perspective of that. Other than that, I am very close with being part of SAG. At the loan is approved and all that. So soon enough, your guy's going to be a union man and be working on. Will be I will be working on those higher tier films and whatnot in the future. And if you're ever in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the Six Flags, check out what's it Scream was it Spring Break at that Six Flags. And other than that, yeah, other projects I'll be working on as well. But other than that, that's me.
Awesome. Last but not least, our own Aaron. Talk to us about what's coming out on the Headcast Network.
Me myself. Normally I'm here on YouTube the fourth Sunday of the month doing my G.I. Joe Royal American Headcast. We live stream it. Next episode, we are going to be looking at issue 70 of the comic, and probably the first episode of Adventure Arise. We're starting the second season. And then we're doing this every other Thursday at this point. So check it out. And I've got my podcast at headcast.headspeaks.com. My main show is Head Speaks, where I talk about anything comic related. Right now I'm looking at the Animal Man series from the 80s, or actually I guess we get on the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And I'm also looking at stuff through the 80s, because the 80s seems to be my decade that I love, because it was great. And then I've got my main show of G.I. Joe Royal American Headcast with two sister shows, the Bravo Team, where I look at everything else G.I. Joe related, and then the Energon Protocols, where this comes out.
And when are we looking at getting episode 11, Aaron?
In fact, I'm working on dropping it this week, today. In fact, when I get down here, I'm going to drop it, and it should be coming out today, actually. Now that you mentioned that.
Awesome. I was hoping that I was leading you in that direction, because I was hoping you were going to mention that. But
yeah, I think I forgot. Yeah, I was sitting trying to remember what was coming out today. I was supposed to be either that or Bravo Team. Yeah, Energon Protocol will be out today, and Bravo Team will be out next week.
So if you've this is giving you the bug to listen to Energon Protocols stuff, you can hear the real good stuff that Eric does with us as players, and go from there. But I want to thank you guys. It's always fun to attempt to kill you, and in new and fun and interesting ways. And I look forward to Jamal's attempts to kill us coming forward, and possibly David before that. So we'll figure out who the next person is, but I'm looking forward to being the one who is having my life threatened and killed and having to argue for my existence again, because it's a little less stressful than being all the bad guys at once.
And I'll come up with an adventure here soon.
It's always a fun thing. I just wanted to add that when I do have my own special mission going on, it is going to be in the 80s. And I forgot to mention that in the campaign that I am running, I do have part of the main campaign that is a G.I. Joe team, but I also have an October Guard team that is going on, and there's Eric, Jamal, and Charles who played in they either play and on a regular basis on a campaign, and Charles played once so far. I'm hoping that he will come back. So you will likely give a taste of my own campaign that I want to mix with the events of the Energon protocols. So this is something that I will be working toward. So I believe, Charles, that we were done for tonight.
Awesome. Aaron, is there something we do to say goodbye to everybody, or we just say goodbye to everybody?
Just say goodbye, and David can hit the end broadcast button, and it'll play the outro of it together.
So I have.
Good. Going to do that.
I have
Bye,
Take care, everybody.
between like me pushing it and then like I walk.
And this has been an episode of the Energon Protocols. The Energon Protocol stars Aaron Moss as Hardman and as Stealth Mode, Eric Ergen as Copper Stout, Ryan Costello as Scaffold and Shoehorn, Joshua McGuire as Reaper and Mongoose, Charles Cushman as Classified and Ghost Town, and starring Eric Smith as the Storyteller. A big thanks to Hasbro, Marvel Comics, Skybound Entertainment, and all the other comic companies for the years of great G.I. Joe resources and stories. And thanks to Renegade Studios and all their employees for their role-playing game. And a big thank you to all you listening to the Energon Protocols. This is a mostly monthly podcast where a handful of geeks get together to play the Renegade Studios role-playing game, G.I. Joe. If you like what you're listening to, check out the role-playing game yourself. Go to renegadestudios.com and check out their fine listing of games. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers, and many others. Also, be sure to check out the other shows on my network. My main G.I. Joe show is G.I. Joe, a Real American Headcast, and the Brothers show, which is Bravo Team, which looks at the G.I. Joe comics, cartoons, and other assorted G.I. Joe goodness over the years. There's also Head Speaks, where I look at anything geek-related. Plus, there are several other shows available at headcast.headspeaks.com. Again, that is headcast.headspeaks.com. And if you like what I'm doing here, head over to patreon.com/headcastnetwork and throw a few bucks in the tin. Really appreciate it. And be sure to join us here next month for another amazing adventure of the Energon Protocols on the Headcast Network.
Yo, Joe.